guys, good morning. It is 8:40 in the morning. Yes, I'm up before noon. And I'm out today for a very specific reason. Today, we have some crazy weather going on here in Northeast Ohio on Lake Erie. We have very high winds. We had winds overnight. I swear I was going to take off like Dorothy in my house. They are upwards of 40 miles an hour and higher. We have huge waves out on the lake, and I'm going to take advantage of that. I've never done this before. It's something that I have always wanted to do, and I know you've seen these images. The waves when they come in and they smack against a break wall or a pier or something, and then as they go back out, they smash into another wave, and they create this massive upheaval. David Sanford, which is just across Lake Erie from me in London, Ontario, calls them liquid mountains. They are absolutely beautiful, and some of the shapes that you can get are so cool. Now, I don't have his equipment. I don't have a wetsuit. This body ain't going in no wetsuit. And I don't have a waterproof housing rather, for my camera, and I'm not getting in the water like he does. I know nothing about rip currents. I know nothing about the water things in Lake Erie or any body of water. I just know it's pretty. I photograph it, and that's it. I can barely walk a straight line. I'm sure not going to mess with Lake Erie. But today I am going to drive along the coast and see spots that I can take images from, either get out of the car. I am dressed for it. I'm in layers. I have thermal underwear on, and the reason I do is because right now the wind chill coming off that lake is in the 30s. We are at a low temperature right now at around low 50s, high 40s, and oh my God, those waves are looking fantastic. And I don't want to mess with hypothermia. So I'm dressed in layers. I've got extra clothes in the back. I've got my rain gear with me, and I'm going to go out and see what I can get. Now, this is probably going to be a disaster. I'm probably not going to get squat. I don't know what I'm doing. I will admit that right at the get. But I really want to do this and see what it's going to look like and see if I can get anything really, really cool. So we're going to head out. We're going to stop at some places and see if we can get access to the lake. That I know there's break walls. The one place that I really wanted to go is no longer accessible to the public. It's actually falling off into Lake Erie, and I don't want to take a chance of having something happen because you can be arrested for going onto this property. But we're gonna see what we can get. I'm very nervous. I'm excited, but I have a project with a friend later this afternoon that I'm helping her with. And I wanted to get out early today and do this. Oh wow, that lake is looking really vicious. Isn't that weird you say that? All right, here we go. We're gonna try our best and see what we can do. Let's do this. Ugh. Ooh, big old buck standing there. Okay, so I just spoke with a police officer at the spot that I normally go to do some of my star trails, and the place is off limits right now, so we are headed to another location. I am not sure how this is gonna work. There are deer everywhere this morning, but we're gonna find out. The one spot that I really, really, really wanted to go is off limits completely. Like I said, it's falling into the lake. But we're going to see if we can't get access to a spot next to it. And hopefully they will allow it, because if they do, it's the perfect spot for this. All right, so we got lucky. We got very, very lucky. I have gotten access to a spot here on Lake Erie. I'm not going to say where, only because you have to have special permission to get in. I explained what I was doing, and they allowed me to come in. I'm going to get wet. I'm going to get very wet. My gear's going to get wet. But this is the perfect spot for this. I'm so excited. So I'm going to get my gear out. I'm going to get my rain gear on, and we're going to do this. I don't know if I'm going to be able to vlog this or not, but this is insane. I can't believe I'm doing this. I mean, this is absolutely crazy, but we're gonna do it. So let me turn you around and show you exactly what I'm dealing with. These are the waves. The camera does not do these things justice. They are massive. But we're gonna get the camera out and we're just gonna start taking shots. I'm so excited. I don't even know where to begin. Wow. Okay, here we go. All right, that's enough of that noise. So Lake Erie was very, very angry that day. The winds were 30 to 40 miles an hour. Sometimes they were gusting even higher. I'm in 4 layers of clothes and I'm still very cold. The wind kept puffing up my coat underneath there. The waves were just pounding the crap out of that break wall that was there. And that's just rocks right behind me. But where I'm pointing to is actually a very large steel wall behind the old power plant, and they were just absolutely massive. I wasn't going to go any further down to those rocks because the waves every now and then that were large were carrying not only driftwood but rocks in them, and you can see how high the water's coming up. I wasn't going to take any chances of going down there any closer. They told me not to park very close or go down there. My nose was running like crazy, so sorry about that. The waves were just incredible. It just does not do them justice at all. I was very, very dumbfounded by how big these waves were. But I decided it's time to go grab my camera and try and get some images, and hopefully I get some. I just could not believe how crazy I was for actually being out there. But hey, it is what it is. Well, as you can see, I'm in my car. The wind has just gotten way too strong for me to be out here and trying to hand hold. I braced myself against a small building over here, but it was just blowing me around. So now I've pulled my car in at an angle and I'm trying to shoot the waves as they hit this wall over here. The only thing I'm running into is there's a lot of spray coming up onto the car, me, but it's hitting these rocks in front of me and creating a wall of water. So just as I think I've got a good shot, it hits it. So it's hit or miss on whether you get anything. But this is absolutely incredible. The waves come in sets. There's probably about a 30 to 40 second lull in between each wave set. It's just absolutely beautiful, but I would not want to be out on that lake right now in a boat or on anything. These waves are huge. This is just absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. the one thing I've figured out in this whole thing is when you go to take the image, you don't wait until the water gets high. When it starts to swell, you hit that shutter button, because if you don't, you're gonna miss it. It's very rare we get waves like this in Lake Erie that are this high, unless there's a remnants of a hurricane coming through. But this is just incredible. She is an angry lake, a very angry lake. But she's absolutely beautiful. Alright, so I drove down to the other end of the marina, and the waves are definitely more impressive from the side, which I kind of figured, but here where I'm located, I cannot get a side without getting very close to the edge of this area here, and I'm not doing that. The water is starting to come up higher now, the waves are getting a little bit higher. So I'm gonna try and find another vantage point. I'm gonna go to another location and see if maybe I can find a different vantage point where I'm shooting the waves from the side. Here I'm almost straight on and I have no safe place to go to shoot them from the side. So we're gonna travel towards downtown and see if maybe the other marina down there has the ability to, on East 55th, has the ability for me to get a side view. I don't know, because it's behind a break wall. I don't know if I'm gonna get waves like this, but we're gonna try it. So I think I'm pretty much done here. I've gotten all I can, and we're gonna move on. Here we go. Well, I'm frozen to the bone. My fingers are numb. I think I have come to the conclusion that I suck at this. I cannot, for the life of me, time the waves right. Just when I think I have a good wave, starts to approach, starts to go up, just as it starts to go up, I start taking shots, and then it goes back down, or it starts to go back down, and nothing happens. So I move the camera, and then it happens, and it's like, oh, this is frustrating. Oh my God, I'm so frustrated right now. I feel completely defeated. I don't know. I have no idea if I got any shots. I have it on burst mode, which means I'm taking multiple shots at one time, and I have no idea what I've gotten until I get home. I'm just completely frustrated because I feel like I'm sucking, and I hate feeling like I'm sucking at something. I can't stand the fact that I don't know. I was always taught as a child, failure's not an option. Oh, I have no idea. This is very difficult. This is not easy. I don't know how people do it. But we'll see when I get home. There's a couple more places I want to go. And see if there's anything. We'll see when we get to the other spot. This is my first time trying this, so I mean, I'm not going to get beautiful results from the jump. And I don't expect to get beautiful results. I'm just frustrated because I'm not getting it. I'm not understanding the movement of the water. Am I supposed to understand the movement of the water? Am I supposed to get it? But it's so chaotic and crazy and all right, onwards and upwards, I guess. Here we go. Well, I'm headed home. I'm first stopping to grab some food so I can take some Advil because I have a headache. I don't know how this went. I honestly don't. Very frustrated. It's definitely different than anything I've ever done. And it's very hard to judge the waves and when they're going to crest and when they're going to do anything, because half the time they crest, they go down, they go away. It's just extremely frustrating for me. I have no idea if I had any images come out. I probably took over 1,000 images. I can pretty much guarantee that I did. Oh yeah, because I started out with 3,000 on my camera and now I have 270 left. So yeah, I've got a lot of images to go through. But I put it on high beat burst mode, hoping that somewhere within those shots I actually got a good one. I don't know. We'll see. I'm beyond frustrated and feeling defeated because I just feel like I didn't get anything, that I have no clue what I'm doing at all. And I hate that. But I gotta learn. So it's not like I'm gonna be shooting waves all the time anyway, only because we don't get weather like this here that often. We don't get those types of winds on Lake Erie to make those types of waves. This is actually kind of rare for us. But I wanted to get out and shoot it and see what it was gonna look like. If I got anything, I'll show them. If not, then well, obviously you won't see this because I won't post it. But thanks for coming along and dealing with me ramble about being frustrated and aggravated. And I will see you guys later. Take it easy.